Hi everyone, my name is Harvinder Kaur and my student ID is 1086355 and today I'm going to give a presentation related to video reflection script. So for this I'm going to critically reflect on how historical and contemporary methods, child development theories and national standards shape my understanding of children in my practice as an early childhood teacher. So these methods guide how I plan, observe and respond to children's needs, interests and learning trajectories. So first of all is the historical approach. For my historical approach, I choose Jean Jacques Rousseau's philosophy. So Rousseau felt children were born without corruption and that society tended to corrupt them. He believed in a natural education where children learn through the experiences of nature and through finding things out for themselves as opposed to instruction given by adults. So Rousseau's philosophy teaches me to be patient and observant. For example, in a young learning setting, I will resist over structuring a child's day. Rather, I will leave out open-ended resources such as natural materials, water play, or sand to allow children to explore freely. This will allow me to discover more about their learning styles and rhythm. Rousseau's advocacy of child-led exploration is aligned with the concept of child agency of both NQS and EYLF documentation. So second is contemporary age. So for my contemporary approach, I have chosen Reggio Emilia, a philosophy developed in Italy after World War II. It views children as competent, resourceful, and capable of constructing their own knowledge. So central to this approach is the idea that the environment served as third teacher alongside with the adults and peers. This paradigm has a profound impact on how I design learning spaces. For instance, I will design spaces that invite children to wonder, such as a nature corner with plants and magnifying glasses, inviting them to wonder and cooperate. Reggio Emilia places importance on documentation as well as through the gathering the work and observations of children. I can gain insight into how they think, design, and subsequent experiences that enhances their understanding. It also stresses effective relationship with families, respecting them as co-educator. The NQS supports this directly, especially with the Quality Area 6, which is collaborative partnership with families and communities. So by incorporating parents' knowledge, I am able to learn more about children's home cultures and histories of development, enabling me to gather a fuller picture of each child. So I choose a theory 1 which pitches cognitive development theory. Moving on child development theory, I have selected Jean Piaget's cognitive development theory. Piaget outlined 4 developmentation. Our first stage is sensory-motor, pre-operational, concrete, operational and formal operation. He believed that children construct knowledge through hands-on experiences and interaction with their environment. As a teacher of early childhood, understanding Piaget helps me to design the developmentally appropriate experiences. For example, children in the pre-operational stage, that is the 2 to 7 year age, they are egocentric and learn through play and symbolic representation. When I see child using a stick or imaginary sword or a broom, I realize that such symbolic play supports language skills and imagination. This theory supports the significance of observation and adaptability in instruction instead of strictly adhering to curriculum. I will build on activities based on observations of what children are doing and learning in the moment. So theory 2, which is the Vygotsky social cultural theory. So Vygotsky believed learning in a constructed socially and happens through interactions with the more experienced others. His zone of pre-optimal development allows teacher to determine what children can do with guidance compared to alone. This theory makes me remember that learning is all about a relationship. For instance, in a group storytell activity, a child may have difficulty offering ideas by sitting them next to classmate who models use of language or by posing open-ended questions. I can encourage them to contribute. Over time, this scaffolding becomes a beam of child's confidence and communication skills. Understanding Vygotsky also makes me better appreciate cultural diversity. Each child possesses cultural tools like language, values, and traditions used to shape the way they think and learn. Through practice, I will require families to bring a cultural story or song to share, making the curriculum more inclusive and meaningful. So next one is a framework, which is the early year learning framework. So early year learning framework is the federal curriculum framework that supports quality early childhood services in Australia. Its principles: secure, respectful relationships, partnership with family, high expectation, equity and diversity, and reflective practice are integral to understanding children holistically. The five outcomes assist me in tracking and guiding children's development. Outcome 3, which is the children have a strong sense of well being. For instance, reminds me to create a safe places for physical movement and emotional expression. If a child is reserved, I will look to the EYLF to make into account into emotional well being and organize experiences for belonging and self regulation. The revised EYLF version 2.0 also positions the focus on perceptions of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. This helps me to acknowledge Australia's First Nation cultures and ensure all children feel a sense of belonging in a learning about country, language, and community. So, next framework is NQS, which is a national quality standard, which establishes benchmark in 7 quality areas, informing services to provide best practice. For me, quality area 1, which is the educational program and practice, and quality area 5, relationship with children, hold particular significance. By reflecting and self assessing as the central competence of NQS, I will assess if my programming truly mirrors children's voices and interests. Should I observe that a child persistently remain disengaged during group time, I'll modify the routine to provide smaller groups opportunities or employ visual aids to facilitate their involvement. Quality area 5 also makes me remember that respectful and responsive relationships are the building blocks of all teaching. So small gestures like kneeling down to a child's eye level and calling them warmly by their name can build trust and enhance communication. So in conclusion, these theories, methods, and frameworks are not just educational ideas, they shape my knowledge and actions as an early childhood teacher. Rules and Rege MLR encourages me to value the children's agency and creativity. PG and Vygotsky help me understand their thinking and learning. The NQS and EYLF give me professional knowledge to respond to all children with equity, intentionally reflection. All of them together all allow me to create inclusive, responsive, and meaningful learning environment in which all the children can thrive. Thank you so much for watching my video.